Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Karl-Anthony Towns provides Knicks fans serious hope with dominant performance versus Heat. The New York Knicks shipped out an all-star in Julius Randle and a two-way guard, Dante DiVincenzo, to Minnesota for the big man Karl-Anthony Towns before the season began, and if any fan had doubts about KAT, they should be reassured after this performance. Going up against five-time NBA All-Defensive Team honoree in Bam Adebayo, Towns was unstoppable. He poured in 44 points and grabbed 13 rebounds on 17 of 25 shooting. It all began in the first quarter when he put up 12 points, then followed it up in the second quarter, putting up another 12 points. In Monday's loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers, Towns had a quiet 13-point game and only took 8 shot attempts in the entire game. New York sits with a 2-2 record on the season after the 116-107 win last night against the Miami Heat. While it's not a start many Knicks fans would like to see, the standout performance by KAT in a game where its star Jalen Brunson struggled is big to see. New York's captain in Brunson was quiet in the first half on 1 of 7 shooting but came alive in the final minutes. He finished with 22 points and hit 2 key three-pointers in the final stretch to give the Knicks the lead. However, it was all Towns last night as he was hitting three-pointers, going 4 for 5 from long range and being perfect from the free throw line. With KAT on the floor, the Knicks were plus 15 as he was grabbing rebounds, putting a body on anyone in the paint, and finishing it from everywhere. The Knicks desperately needed a big man this offseason after an injury to Mitchell Robinson and the news that he likely won't return until December or January. It's safe to say the Knicks found their guy in KAT. With his experience and skill set, he meshes extremely well with what the Knicks are looking for. A road trip is ahead for New York as they will travel to Detroit, Houston, and Atlanta. Each team's big man is in for a treat with KAT heading their way. Studs and duds, Knicks All-Star Center has masterclass on the road, leads them to comeback victory over Heat. The New York Knicks traveled to Miami and delivered a dominant performance against the Miami Heat, aiming to shift the narrative in a positive direction for their new team. Karl-Anthony Towns led the charge with a remarkable performance, one of many to come, earning him the admiration of a fanbase eager to return to the promised land. Just a few years ago, the NBA Finals seemed out of reach for Knicks fans, but with Towns now at the helm playing at this level, and a team of stars ready to compete, a return to the grand stage appears imminent. Towns averaged 15 points and 10 rebounds in his first 3 games, a modest showing for New York's newest star. However, he silenced all doubters with a spectacular performance, scoring 44 points and grabbing 13 rebounds at an impressive 79% true shooting percentage. Towns set the tone early, scoring 24 points in the first half and putting All-NBA center Bam Adebayo to the test. In his first 3 games, Towns attempted 6 three-pointers and took 5 against the Miami Heat, shooting 80% from the field. He currently holds the best three-point percentage in the league at 72%, having made 8 threes over 4 games. The Knicks have officially unleashed Towns' offensive potential under the new regime. If he can consistently produce 20 to 25 shot attempts per night, it will elevate the Knicks' ceiling. While his modest start to the season was respectable, Towns was acquired to play like the former number 1 pick that he is, not as a glorified role player. During the preseason, the Knicks averaged 41 three-point attempts per game. With the new talent they acquired, fans and analysts were surprised by the team's lower shooting volume at the start of the regular season. In their game against the Heat, the Knicks attempted 40 shots from beyond the arc. This performance demonstrated a strategy that can keep New York competitive, as the NBA has become a shooting league. Ignoring this trend in favor of creating a new identity could backfire, especially when opponents routinely attempt over 40 threes. Against Miami, the Knicks achieved a 45% success rate from long range, leading to a victory on the road, showcasing a winning formula. Josh Hart has had a phenomenal start to the season. He is averaging a double-double with 14.5 points and 10 rebounds per game, all while showcasing excellent defensive skills. Hart has been a tone-setter for the New York Knicks. Despite dealing with injuries after the game against Cleveland, he was uncertain whether he would play against Miami, yet he delivered an impressive performance. His average of 14.5 points per game is higher than expected, reflecting the great start to his season and the hard work he put in during the offseason. Hart is truly the heart of this Knicks team and one of the best glue guys in the league. Without his strong performance at the beginning of the season, the Knicks likely would still be searching for their first win. Jalen Brunson has struggled with his shooting in recent games, posting a field goal percentage of just 33% in back-to-back outings. As his playmaking responsibilities have increased, he has also averaged 8 assists per game. Integrating Mikal Bridges and Towns into the offensive scheme is proving to be challenging. While this may require Brunson to sacrifice some of his scoring to prioritize winning, taking on the role of the team's primary playmaker will ultimately enhance his skills and benefit his career in the long run. Miami Heat suddenly have the perfect opportunity to reunite with former playoff hero. The Miami Heat look like a different team compared to last season. They are more focused as they look to make a deep playoff run this year. Although they appear more energetic, the Warriors could use another scorer off the bench and should bring back point guard Lonnie Walker. Walker was released by the Boston Celtics on October 19. During the preseason with Boston, Walker averaged 7.3 points in 16.4 minutes per game. The 25-year-old then took to his Twitter account and posted a tweet acknowledging that things will happen in due time. As a player, you cannot control what organizations do. You just need to focus on yourself and your art, which is what Walker is currently doing. Although it is early in the season, the Lakers are expected to re-sign Walker. He played with Los Angeles from 2022 to 2023. He was a member of the team that made an appearance in the Western Conference Finals in 2023. In the conference semifinal victory over the Golden State Warriors, he averaged 10.6 points on 54% shooting from the field and 38% beyond the arc. He had 3 double-digit point games and played a huge role in the series win. Having another capable scorer and shot creator off the bench could be a solid, low-cost addition for the Lakers. Walker can provide that for Los Angeles, and they should consider bringing him back. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Lonnie Walker? Leave your opinion in the comments.